Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how I made these pants. I already have a video on my channel how I made these, but these aren't as flared and I did not use horsehair for the bottom flare. Originally, I was supposed to make a circle skirt, but I changed my mind at the very last second. Anyways, just continue watching and I'll show y'all what I did or how I did it. I honestly don't know how many yards you will need. I want to say it was about 2 yards, maybe 3, I don't know. But the circle skirt, you'll need a good bit of fabric for the circle skirts because they eat the fabric up.
Yes, do your dance.
When I'm making pants, I like to place my fabric right side down. So when I'm using my chalk to trace something out or to just draw the pattern out, I can actually see what I'm doing. If I do it on the right side, you won't see it as much. Before anyone says anything, these pants are for my girls, so I can walk with these tights if I want to because these are not for a paying client. Now back to the tutorial. Look at the tights on the front side or the back side. I always start with the front side. Then you just want to pull the crotch area out. You want to make sure the seams on the sides are matching. Then you want to pull the crotch out and make sure it's not being exaggerated, but make sure it's actually out and not like hidden in. Next, you want to fold the tights up to where you want the flare to start, and then you just trace around it. And I forgot to add seam allowance, which is okay because the fabric is super stretchy. After you're done tracing around the tights, you want to mark on the tights where the flare will start because we're gonna look at the back side now, and then we're gonna fold it and we're gonna pull out the crotch. Place the flat side in the middle. We're gonna trace the front side, then we're gonna flip it over like we're looking at the back side, and then we turn it and then we pull the crotch area out. I'm gonna trace this back side, this back half, and once I cut it out, it'll be one piece, and I'm gonna cut 2 of those pieces. And just to remember that the front crotch is gonna be on the outside and the back crotch is going to be on the outside. So just remember the straight side is always going to be in the middle. Can't really see the chalk, but now I'm just cutting this piece out where I traced the pants at. And this is just for one leg, by the way. Now that we've cut that one out, we want to cut another one out, but we need to flip it around because we don't want 2 of the same legs. So I cut it out on the wrong side. Make sure you flip it or do the opposite for the other leg. And also, I don't know if I did before, if I put the F for front before or not. I must have deleted the footage. I don't know. But make sure you mark where the front is. Always, the waist measurement is 21.5, and if I divide that by 2, it's going to give me 10 3/4. So if I fold it, I want it to be 10 3/4. But I'm going to subtract 1 because I don't want the I don't want to put elastic in her waistband. So all together, it should be 9.5 once I fold it. To recap what I said, you take the waist measurement and you divide it by 2. Why am I dividing it by 2? I don't want to cut a long strip of fabric that's 21.5 inches. So I divide that by 2 and I make sure I fold the fabric and cut that. So it was 21.5 divided by 2, and that's 10.75. Then I subtract 1, that's 9.75, and then I round down. So I just go down to 9.5 so I can make sure the waistband fit is snug on her and it's not loose because I don't want to add elastic to it. Right here, I'm just folding it over until I get to 9.5. You can add seam allowance if you want, but this fabric was super stretchy, so I did not add seam allowance. I measured 9.5 inches over, then I pinned it, and then I think the height was 3.5 inches. I don't remember exactly. Whatever height I want it to be, and then I'll just pin it and cut it out. To make the bell bottom slash the flare slash the mini circle skirt, because that's what it basically is, you just want to fold the fabric hot dog style once, and then you want to fold it again. But before folding it over, you'll need to know how much fabric you'll need left on one side. I'm just going to use my daughter's measurements to help explain it better and for you to understand it. For the sake of this video, when I say around her knee, I'm really meaning where the flare begins. So when I say around the knee, that's all I'm saying is where the flare begins. So around my daughter's knee was 10 inches. Use your around knee measurement, which is 10 inches, Chloe's 10 inches, divided by 6.28. And that's going to get the first circle that you need to measure around, which is 1.592. and then the length is going to be 14 inches. I just add the radius plus the length to get how many inches around I need to go, which is 16 inches. I'm going to measure around 16 inches all around, and then I'm going to make sure I have more than 16 inches, maybe 17 inches, and fold that over. So on both sides, it's going to be 17 inches. I'm just making sure I have 16 inches on both sides and all around, and then I'm going to fold it. You can see this is where I have the 17-inch mark, and then I'm just going to fold it over to make sure it's long enough all around. And then I'm going to actually cut it out right here, because you have to fold it hot dog style first and then fold it once more again. Right here, I'm just double checking that is actually 17 inches. Now we can go ahead and start for our measurements. So if you can't see, this is the folded side. There's one fold, two folds on this side, and this is where the beginning of it or end of it, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to do the first circle, and that's what I measured her. And that was 10 inches, so 10 divided by 6.28 is 1.592. So I'm just going to go from this corner right here. Hopefully you can see it. I'll like it up. It's 1.592. So I'm using these pins, and I'm just going to pin it. And from this corner, I'm going to just go all around, and I'm just going to plot it. From here, I want the length to be 14 inches plus a little seam allowance. You can start from here and just go down, but what I like to do is I like to add this, so 1.592 plus however long I want it to be, and always start from this point because it's a lot easier than starting from like where these pins are. So I did 1.592 plus 14 inches plus seam allowance, and the total inches amount is going to be 16 inches. So from this corner, this folded corner right here is going to be 16 inches going all around. For this one, I'm going to add a little, probably like a quarter of an inch seam allowance above where the pins are, so it doesn't get any shorter or anything. Just cut a little bit above it for seam allowance, and remember how much seam allowance you gave yourself. And this is seam allowance already included, so I'm just going to cut like really close to the pins. And that is the circle skirt. Now I'm going to use this as a template to cut out another one. But before you do that, make sure you pin the outer circle and pin the inner circle. If you need to use more pins, use more pins, because it will mess up if you don't use a lot of pins, because I messed up and I was using a little bit of pins. So make sure you use a lot of pins. I just cut the same exact thing out. Oh gosh. I should add more pins, but I'm too lazy right now. And by the way, when you're cutting the second circle skirt out or the second flare out, you want to fold the fabric the same exact way you did the first one. So you fold it hot dog style, and then you fold it again. We have all the pieces cut out. Now it's time to sew. This is what I have. I should have told y'all that I was going to pin it first, but I just got ahead of myself. So first thing you do is pin the crotch on the front side and the back side. And this, hopefully you can still see the F, but this is the front. I put F right here. So pin the crotch area for both sides. And now we're just going to sew, and I'll show you what to do next. I'm done with the crotch areas. So I did this crotch area and did this crotch area. Now it looks weird, but all we're gonna do is we're just gonna open it up like it's a bag of chips, and then we're just gonna sew all along the legs, crotch area, and then back to down to the leg area down here. Just the waistband.
Once you're done sewing the waistband shut, you want to flip it like this, hot dog style, but make sure the pretty sides are out. Make sure the pretty side is up. Then you want to pin it so the waistband doesn't really move as much once you attach it to the pants. Now to attach the waistband to the pants, I'm going to look and see where the F is. I don't want the seam in the front. I want the seam in the back. So that's why I'm looking for the F. That's the front. So I'm going to place the waistband to the back. Well, the waistband, the seam on the back. So if you don't know what I did, you know you want your waistband to look like this. So you just want to flop it down and make sure the open side is up when you're about to sew it. So when you flip it up, it'll the folded side will be up. So I match the seams up, unpin this, and then pin this again. Then I'm going to do the same for the front and all around. This is what I have so far. I have attached the waistband. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the flares or the bell bottoms, whatever you want to call it. And that's easy as well. I don't even have to pin it because it's super easy. All you do is just stretch it out as you go. But I'm going to show you. This is the circle skirt slash the bell bottom. And you know you want your bell bottom to look like this. So all you're going to do is you're just going to flip it over because you always want pretty sides touching or right sides touching, whatever. And then you can pin like 3 and then just keep going from there and just stretch it out. But all you do is you just sew all around. And then once you flip it over, it's going to be attached and the seams won't show. And then you'll have one bell bottom done. But I'm going to do both and then that'll be it. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried my best not to over explain, but at the same time I try not to oversimplify it. So, you know, give me any criticism, feedback, whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter. Any feedback is good feedback on here. But thanks so much for watching. Bye.